Hold on for just 1 second. Okay. You make someone's the argument about 14th Amendment guarantees for all trans people turn on, who is passable enough, who is real enough to be allowed into the women's restroom or into the men's restroom is, I think, somewhat fallacious. And I think that and because it's such a muddy argument, I think that's why it's the favorite argument of people who don't want to see any GLBTQI, XYZ rights at all. It appeals to people because, it's the same kind of question. If I asked you, define to me the exact point at which a man ceases to be a man and becomes a woman. What is the exact biological split between male and female? Anyone would have trouble identifying that. Even biologically.
Wait a minute, it's the same argument.
Yes, exactly.
It was held up against the radical feminists of the 70s when the far right part of society said, wait a minute, if women are equal, this is going to lead to unisex bathrooms. Okay?
Right. And I don't know that
this is the point that I want this great umbrella spectrum to understand.
Right, and I don't think that
keep the men away from discussing body politics. All it is a divisive issue.
Well, I don't give a damn. When I go in the bathroom, I go in there to take care of a fundamental human function. If there's a drag queen in there, I really don't give a flip. Let the women handle what goes on in the women's bathroom. Keep the men from writing legislation. And where we need to coalesce is to tell these stupid men that control our society, keep your legislation to fundamentals. Forget the freaking body politics. It's not your business. Well, I think the argument that you would have to make would be to the very religiously conservative, meaning, those who choose to view transgender people or gay people or whatever as being an abomination. To convince them to give up that very effective argument would be very difficult. The thing is, I don't know that it's the transgender umbrella, as you say, making that argument. I think that it's the right wing that continues to bring that up and to use this very, very muddy argument and to conflate things like child molesters with transsexuals or child molesters with, some other type of trans person. It's a very effective weapon that they use and have successfully used for quite some time.
Wait a minute. Let me interject something here, Kristen. I'm an evangelical Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have never had a problem going into the ladies' room at my church.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who has been in there, it's not been a problem.
Yes. However, I don't know that you can extrapolate your personal experience with your personal church to people like Chisholm or, some people who, some of these groups like the American Family Association, people who make demonstrably false statements about people like you and me for the express purpose.
Wait a minute, people like me, who said we're in the same box?
Well, I think that they are the problem. They are the oppressors. They are the ones that are making this an issue. And I think that if they were to stop, then all of this would, just stop. But I just don't see that happening anytime soon, unfortunately. And I do say that with great conviction, unfortunately. If these people would stop with their nonsense and, making life hell for so many of us, I think that all of the controversy, I think that the vast majority of the controversy that trans people face would be gone overnight. It would just be a non-issue, just like you said. It would be a non-issue. But I don't see them going away anytime soon. And how do we respond, to that? If someone, says that if Dina has the right to access medical care, then and hormones and surgical intervention and things, then we might as well make it okay for people to have trans-species transplants. They've made the argument that, well, there are some people who are mentally sick who they want their legs amputated, they want their arms amputated. These are sick people, and transsexuals are like these people. They want their penis amputated. They make those arguments, and people eat it up. How do we respond to that? And that's, earlier in the conversation I said a lot of what we do, I think, unfortunately, is that we just sit around being on the offensive almost all the time and responding to these weird things that come out of the minds of these, very, these hate groups or these hate organizations or these hateful people or these bigots or however you want to term it. But I think that they, more so than any umbrella terminology or anything, are the problem. Hey girl, we've been on the phone now for almost 2 hours. I'm kind of thinking that we should probably bring it to a close. Do you think that you would be interested in doing this again sometime?
Yeah, but really haven't had a good damn fight.
I know.
Where's Dana Lane Theater and all this shit,
Yeah, had she shown up, apparently we could have, that would have been good. And you know what? I wish this blog TV thing had a setting so that you could, invite more than one person. That would be cool. That would be really great.
That would be really neat. Would you have a big like 5 or 6 people together?
Yeah, it would be like almost a round table discussion or something, and that would be really interesting. And actually, I think it would be quite useful.
I'm sorry that this connection over my friends didn't work somehow.
But girl,
so we didn't get to the visual.
You gave it everything you got. We went over this.
Oh no! I gave my boyfriend everything I got. This technology stuff is something else.
Well, I mean, we spent quite some time, trying to get that to work, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be tonight. But at least I'm glad that we were able to do the phone thing and that kind of stuff.
Anyway. We still have some unresolved issues here.
Well, sure. And I think even if we had conversations for,